What were the weird things you did when extremely bored while serving in the military? Afghanistan, 2010. FOB Shank, Logar Province. 8 months into deployment, nothing happening. Taliban went quiet after winter set in. We were losing our minds. Started with normal stuff. Card games, workout competitions, reading the same magazines 50 times. But by month 4, we got creative. Really creative. Private Williams began building elaborate sandcastles in the HESCO barriers. Not kid stuff. Engineering marvels with drainage systems, defensive positions, tiny flags. Spent weeks perfecting his technique. Sergeant Davis organized cricket fights. Caught them during night patrol. Built miniature fighting rings out of MRE boxes. Had betting pools, championship tournaments. Kept detailed statistics. The weirdest was Johnson's ant observation project. Set up an entire laboratory in his hooch. Tracked individual ants for months. Gave them names, drew maps of their colonies. Created a 47-page research paper, but nothing compared to Operation Sock Puppet Theater. Started when Martinez found a box of tube socks in supply. Made characters for everyone. Shakespearean performances every Friday night. Command thought we'd lost it, until they realized morale was through the roof. Guys were laughing instead of fighting. Depression rates dropped. Even participated sometimes. The puppet shows evolved. Full productions with lighting, sound effects, original scripts. We recreated entire movies with sock puppets. Saving Private Ryan took 3 weeks to perform. Then came the Great Bottle Cap Olympics. Davis collected bottle caps from the dining facility for months. Created elaborate tournament brackets. Events included cap flicking, stacking competitions, precision tosses. The final event was cap racing. Built tiny racetracks. Used dental floss for steering. Mechanics worked on cap cars like Formula 1 pit crews. Crowd went wild. Williams, meanwhile, had started the FOB Shank Museum of Random Objects. Cataloged everything interesting he found. Spent hours writing detailed descriptions of bottle caps, interesting rocks, unusual insects. His masterpiece was a twisted piece of shrapnel he found near the wire. Wrote a 12-page historical analysis tracing its possible origins, complete with sketches and timeline theories. Johnson's ant project reached new levels of insanity. Built observation tunnels, filmed their behavior, created detailed behavioral studies, actually discovered new foraging patterns. The intelligence guys got interested. Turns out Johnson's work had legitimate scientific value. Army Research Lab requested his data. Kid from Detroit accidentally became an expert entomologist. Martinez expanded the puppet theater into a full drama department. Wrote original plays about deployment life. Characters dealt with homesickness, boredom, family problems. Surprisingly, therapeutic. Command started inviting visiting officers to performances. Generals would sit in the audience watching sock puppets perform Hamlet. Photos went viral back home. The bottle cap racing reached professional levels. Spectators came from other FOBs to watch championship races. Prize money reached $500 per event. Military Times wrote an article. Davis built a permanent racing facility, banked turns, elevation changes, pit stop areas. Engineering marvel constructed entirely from trash and determination. Took 3 months to complete. Williams Museum grew to fill an entire storage container. Visitors from across the base came to see his exhibits. Created guided tours, guest books, educational displays about Afghan culture. But the crown jewel was the great FOB Shank Time Capsule Project. Everyone contributed something representing their deployment experience. Buried it with GPS coordinates for future archaeologists. When we rotated home in 2011, incoming unit found an established culture of creative boredom management. Traditions continued. New events added. Legacy lived on. Years later, learned Johnson got accepted to graduate school for entomology. Williams became a museum curator. Davis opened an engineering firm. Martinez started a community theater. Military boredom taught us skills we never knew we had. Turned restless energy into creativity. Some of the best personal growth happened during the most mundane months. That deployment changed how I handle downtime. Instead of wasting it, I create something, build something, learn something. Boredom became opportunity.